The Cleveland Browns are unraveling in front of everyone's eyes, and the quarterback drama that's been simmering since preseason has finally exploded into the public spotlight. After another crushing defeat, a 27-20 loss to the New York Jets, the Browns' season has gone from disappointing to downright disastrous. The talk isn't about playoff hopes anymore. Those dreams died weeks ago. Instead, all anyone wants to know is when Shadur Sanders, Coach Prime's golden child and the NFL's most anticipated rookie, will finally step under center. Because make no mistake, this situation isn't just about football anymore. It's about timing, image pressure, and survival. Kevin Stefanski stood at that podium after the loss, his face tight with frustration, his tone clipped but controlled. He told reporters that Dylan Gabriel would remain the starting quarterback, emphasizing that the team was focused on getting 1% better each week. But that line didn't land the way he hoped. You could almost feel the skepticism in the room. After weeks of lifeless offense, mounting losses, and growing unrest in the fan base, those words sounded hollow, like a coach trying to convince himself that everything was fine while the walls burned down around him. Then came the spark that turned quiet frustration into full-blown controversy. CBS insider Jonathan Jones, one of the most respected voices in football journalism, went live on CBS Sports HQ and dropped what can only be described as a bombshell. According to Jones, Shadur Sanders is going to take over as the Browns' starting quarterback, and it's not a matter of if, but when. He didn't sugarcoat it, didn't play the wait-and-see game like so many analysts do. He made it clear that Dylan Gabriel's time as starter is nearing its end. The moment Jones said it, the Browns fan base went into a frenzy, because this wasn't just speculation. This was a seasoned insider implying that behind the scenes, the organization's patience with Gabriel has run out. The supposed commitment to developing him that might have an expiration date measured in weeks. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. When you look at how this team has performed, the numbers don't tell the whole story, but they tell enough. The Browns are 2-7. Their offense ranks near the bottom of the league in scoring and efficiency. Gabriel's stats don't scream disaster, but they don't scream future franchise leader either. His conservative play style, hesitant decision-making, and lack of deep ball aggression have stifled a unit that was built to be dynamic. Every week feels the same. Short passes, missed opportunities, and the same post-game speech about needing to execute better. Fans have heard it all before. What makes this situation even more combustible is who's waiting in the wings. Shadur Sanders isn't just another rookie backup. He's football royalty. The son of Deion, Coach Prime Sanders, he's been raised for the spotlight. From Jackson State to Colorado, Shadur has carried the weight of expectation like few young players ever have. When the Browns drafted him, they knew they weren't just drafting a quarterback. They were drafting a storyline. Every Gabriel misstep was bound to be magnified because Shadur's name would always hover in the background, glowing like a neon sign that says next. At first, the decision to start Gabriel made sense. Let the less hyped rookie get his reps. Protect Sanders from the chaos of an early season storm. But logic fades quickly when you're losing, and losing badly. Once the losses pile up, patience turns to panic. And that's exactly where Cleveland is now, teetering on the edge of a full-blown mutiny from fans and media alike. Because when players see favoritism, when they see one guy getting special treatment, while another does everything right and still gets ignored, resentment festers. It spreads. It divides. And right now, that's exactly what's happening in Cleveland. The locker room is split. Some players have noticed the lack of respect Gabriel shows his teammates. Others see how composed Sanders remains. And they're quietly starting to believe he's the one who should be leading this team. This isn't just about one snub handshake. It's about what that moment symbolizes. It's about an insecure starter who feels threatened by a poised, talented backup. It's about a head coach who refuses to make the tough call because it might expose his own mistakes. It's about a franchise that continues to reward dysfunction while wasting the talent that could actually turn things around. The Browns could be building around Shadur Sanders, a player with the charisma and skill to electrify this team and give fans a reason to believe again. Instead, they're burying behind a wall of ego and politics. Every week, the frustration grows. Fans are tired of watching the same story play out. Gabriel struggling, the offense sputtering, and the coaching staff pretending everything's fine. They see Sanders on the sidelines, ready and waiting, and they're asking the same question. Why not him? Why keep protecting a player who's clearly losing the locker room? Why keep feeding fans empty promises about development when the future is sitting right there on the bench? The truth is simple. This organization has become addicted to its own dysfunction. They're afraid of change, afraid of accountability, afraid of what happens if they finally let real leadership take over. Because if Shadur Sanders succeeds, it proves that everything they've been protecting, every decision, every excuse, every misplaced loyalty was wrong. And that's something they can't stomach. But the clock is ticking. The fans know it. The players know it. And whether the front office admits it or not, the Browns are running out of time to fix this. Because moments like that ignored handshake aren't just about pride. They're about the kind of culture you're building. Teams that win together show respect. They lift each other up. They celebrate effort even in failure. Teams that lose like this, they tear each other down in silence, one cold gesture at a time. The Cleveland Browns have a choice to make. They can keep pretending that everything's fine, keep protecting their favorites while their season crumbles, or they can face reality. Shadur Sanders deserves his shot. He's earned it through his poise, his professionalism, and his patience. He's shown more leadership in silence than Dylan Gabriel has with a microphone in his hand. And if this team truly wants to change its reputation, it starts by putting the right man under center. So now I'll turn it over to you. Do you think it's time for the Browns to bench Dylan Gabriel and let Shadur Sanders finally take the reins? Can Cleveland still save their season by making the bold move everyone's waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update. Because trust me, this story is just getting started, and the drama inside the Cleveland Browns organization is far from over.